What's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? This is SP Hustle Hard. Like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, listen. We're gonna get right to it. Listen. That halftime show was crazy. Bad Bunny, you did your thing. Like, hey man, you did your all I'm gonna say, you did your thing, man. You brought out a couple of guests, which was a good thing, good luck. You held it down and it was worth watching the other halftime show, which was I don't even know because I didn't watch it, so I'm not even gonna comment on it. But all I'm gonna say is that halftime show that was lit. That was lit. How you bring out at the end all the flags to represent the different countries, the different cultures. That was a good look. Listen, I don't know what to say, man. All I can say is that that thing was a good look. You did your thing with that, you know. Anyway, so we're gonna get right back into it. My friend Blue, he'll be tuning in with me in a few. But right now, I want to talk about a few things. There's this guy. His name is Godfrey Wade. He served in the military for 50. Well, hold on. His name is Godfrey Wade. He been living in the United States for 50 years. More so, he even served in the army. Mind you, he's a vet. He's a veteran. Don't you know he was deported back to Jamaica? They deported him back to Jamaica after he served. It was okay for him to serve for this country, but it's not okay for him to stay. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But it is what it is. Uh, hopefully, that could be rectified. That could be fixed. Whatever. Um, it's ugly how that went down. Um, hopefully, that could be fixed. But right now, yeah, he was deported back to Jamaica. Also, uh, Savannah Guthrie, get Savannah G. Um, she was one of the ladies that had a daughter that was, I think, sex trafficked by Epstein. She came up missing, or they say she was kidnapped. She was asking a lot of questions, Bill Gates and a lot of other, people that was involved with Epstein, and miraculously, she came up missing. Um, they saying she been kidnapped, and they asking for ransom. They asking for bitcoins. Wow. You can't make this stuff up, man. That Epstein situation is serious. It's real serious. But like I've been saying, is at the end of the day, um, what's really going to happen? What's really going to happen? Yeah, yeah. Make that make sense. What's really going to happen? Nothing that we know. I don't really believe anything's going to happen or come of it, but that remains to be seen. But at the moment, there's there's nothing. There's nothing going down with that, and that's where it's at with that whole situation right there. Um, hopefully, uh, Savannah G, she can get back to her family in one piece. But yes, she's been kidnapped, so they say, and they saying she was asking too many questions pertaining to the Epstein file, and yeah. She done gone missing. Also, I want to talk about please, first people, please like and subscribe. Please share that. Please like, subscribe. This is SP Hustle Hard. I appreciate that if everyone, you know, like and subscribe, and also hit that like button. Hit the like button. It don't cost nothing. This is unscripted, uncut. Uh, we ain't reading off no script or anything. This is what it is. So, like I was saying, I want to talk about, and it's really a situation that's really it's really goofy. Like you can't make some of this stuff up, man. Like how uh how how certain people think and feel, honestly feel, and we should take it for what it's worth, because at the end of the day, like Kanye once said, they don't really care, and yeah, Michael Jackson said, they don't really care about us. Real talk, they don't. And with that being said, uh, recently, I took it kind of offensive. I ain't gonna hold you. And so they had put Michelle Obama and Barack Obama face on monkeys. Now I know some people, uh, might find that hilarious, might find that funny, might find that, yeah, but that at the end of the day is very that it's offensive. Period. It's very offensive, and to do something like that, that is crazy. And then try to clean it up and put all the other Democrats that oppose the situation of what this current administration is doing, to put them all on different animals all of a sudden. But at the end of the day, man, it's crazy. Period. It's crazy. And I don't even know what to say about, and what I already said and what other peoples are saying. And you have some ignorant people that's saying crazy things like, yo, they taking it lightly. But it's corny, it's out of pocket. Also, that's my cash app. If anybody would like to donate, for the cameras and better quality and all that, I appreciate all the donations. It's a blessing. Thank you. um we going strong, we're going to keep going, bringing straight facts, everything to the people, keep addressing everything that needs to be addressed that's going on in the world today. Some people may not like to hear it, or some people may not want to, and it's okay. It's okay. I can respect that. But please, anything you can donate will be highly appreciated. This is SP Hustle Hard. Like and subscribe. Anyway, um, the thing with the gorilla, the faces on the monkey and whatnot, that was crazy, man. That was really out of pocket. Really, that was really out of pocket. For those that's at home right now watching, tuning into the football game, it's a very good game. Seattle's handling business. They are handling their business. They up 12-0, and Patriots is fighting. They really putting up a fight. But me personally, I really don't believe that the Patriots deserve to be there. I don't. They had an easy schedule. Uh, they beat Denver when Denver didn't even have their quarterback. Um, yeah, I like Seattle. I definitely like Seattle to pull it off. Real talk. I definitely like Seattle to pull this one off. Real talk. I really like Seattle to pull this one off. It's, but Patriots are still in there. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. But back to the situation with uh, Michelle Obama and Barack Obama's face on a monkey. That's cool. No, it's not cool. It's corny. A matter of fact, and it's really goofy, and it's crazy how people uh, would do that. But some people don't. Some people just don't care, and they're riding for their base, and they know what would rally and excite their base. So that's where we at. Also, yeah, the current administration is thinking about giving us the $2,000 rebate from the tariffs, so-called tariffs, all the money that that's being made. I'm at a point, man. Keep it, man, because now you're playing games. You dangling it all around, talking about we gonna, and then one minute you'll say that you forgot, you don't remember, and all that. I believe, me personally, I just keep it, man. It is what it is. You don't really have no attention on really giving it, because if you wanted to give it, you would have did it already. You commander in chief, and again, if you wanted to give it, you would have sent that out ASAP. They would have moved ASAP. But obviously, you don't want to give it out. You just want to keep making excuses and saying what people might want to hear, and that's okay too. Also, uh, this is Black History Month. Me and my friend Blue, we was talking about yesterday a few things that's the Black history and how America would look 50 years from now if you know Black people was running it. He said what he said. Um, Go back and look, and you'll see what he said. But I'm saying this, that um, they was given 400-year head start, mind you. Yeah, yeah, they was. They was given a head start. So, with that being said, right, a lot will have to fall in place. I think. Do I still believe it would be a better place? Yes, yes, because from little African Americans was able to make a foundation, even though it was destroyed, right? Even though in them times it was destroyed, just from one word, a person lying, just from a lie, everything could be shut down and changed in one day. And that's what happened. It took a few days, to burn down things and flood it and all that good stuff and run people out of their place. So we can say this, that if that never happened, I believe Black folks would be a lot better off today if a lot of stuff like that didn't happen, because you had Black banks ran by Black people back then, and a lot of things like we Rosewood, uh, Tulsa, Black Wall Street, a few other places um, that was thriving. Mississippi, where farmers had land abundance, was taken because of one person said a lie, and all hell broke loose. A lot of farmers lost their lives, and yeah. So with that being said, if all that didn't transpire, I think we would be in a better predicament than we are today. Because today, when you think about it, a lot is trying to be erased. Which, me personally, they can do all that because with the technology that's going on now, is like okay, you take it like now you really making people interested in wanting to know why you want to do this, why you all of a sudden want to take this out of the textbooks. You don't want to talk about this, but you only want to talk about Christopher Columbus, but you don't want to talk about how they slaughtered the indigenous people, Indians and black people that lived here, that was here before he so-called discovered America. So I guess we must keep perpetuating the lie and making that cool. Okay. But my thing is, um, if we was given that chance and that opportunity, I think a lot of things would be different. So now today we have, YNs going ballistic. We, killing each other. And, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. We doing all that. Um, uh, we spending, our money all in the wrong places. Yeah, yeah, we definitely do it. But to each his own. That you're entitled to do what you want to do with yours. But just know that them same people, like the Koreans, the Chinese, uh, the Mexicans, Spanish. Well, we ain't gonna say the Mexicans and Spanish because some of them would come in and patronize black business. Not all, but some of them will. So, but Chinese, no. Koreans, all those that run these Chinese restaurants and we go eat their Chinese food and whatnot, 9 times out of 10, they are not going to no black owned business and buying no soul food or what have you, or going to a clothing store strictly owned by a black person and buying and purchasing some garments or what have you. They're not doing that. But we are willing to go to any business but our own and spend. Facts. Facts. Uh, it's crazy. It's real crazy, but that's what it is. So he was my friend Blue was talking about like he really felt like this country would be worse off. I said that it wouldn't be because I believe a lot of other countries would more so gravitate towards us if that was to happen, you know. Because one, again, you got to look at the 400-year head start they had and the rape, robbery, and the pillage that took place to get the foundation they have now today. Yeah. And I said that I think if it was ran, you, you know, all across the board, we would probably be. And you know what? At the end of the day, when you think about it, we are our own worst enemies anyway. So we would probably backdoor each other no differently. I mean, it's happening now, and we really only own 1%. 1%. And then they say within what 20 years, 30 years, we're gonna own 0%. Wake up, everybody. Wake up. Wake up. And also, uh, I can't stress it enough that happy Black History enough to my peoples out there. Black History. And what it means to me, it means strength. It means that we are the ones that help. No, hope. We are the ones built that built America from babysitting, yeah, 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 cooking, right? That's just the light stuff, and y'all know the rest. Y'all know the rest. That's just the light stuff. When we were slave, we had to take care of the baby, raise the baby, nurture the baby, and all that. Yeah, we played a part, and what that means, still we rise, still we here, and through all the struggles that we went through and are continuing to go through. But we have made some steps as far as the education, uh, as far as representation in the government, as far as standing up and being more aware and focused on the injustice, the educational situation, a lot. We have come a long way. We have come a long way, even though at the present time, there's a lot of things that's currently being put in place to like set us back. Yeah, set us back. Yeah, and that's crazy. Also, we spoke about Shabusi, the country singer. I didn't even know he was Nigerian at first. I really didn't know. And to come to find out, he said something pertaining to that immigrants helped build this country, which they did play a part. I'm not gonna. No, I'm not like. But you have a lot of strong Black foundations come out and say something about that, which I currently believe that, yes, we did 90%, if not 95%, mostly of all the work that needs to be done to get America where it's at today. Some immigrants did play a part. You had the Chinese with helping to build the railroads. Um, who else? I forgot what the Irish people that came over here. Um, you had a gumbo, but yes, black people was the backbone of all that. They was the backbone of picking cotton, uh, working, help building. Um, a lot of inventions that was made was taken and given to a white face just because they didn't believe that a black person could, you know, think of anything like this. So, yeah, that right there, what he was saying was with the immigrants. I mean, he could have if he could have worded it better. I'm quite sure now, thinking on it, he probably would have. But he said what he said, and that's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, everybody is entitled. One thing I stand on is like everybody's entitled to their opinion. Of course, you're gonna have people that's not gonna agree with you, not gonna like your opinion or what a person say. But at the end of the day, what you believe is what you believe. And I always say this: it's like, all because I'm right don't make you wrong. Period. You know, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. That's what it is. That's how you feel. I may not, I may not agree with it, but yeah. And so, um, I wasn't agreeing with my guy, Blue, because he was saying certain things, and I was like, because he really stood on what he stood on, and that's cool. He can stand on that because that's his opinion. He's entitled to that. He's entitled to stand on what he believes, just like everybody else, whether it's right or wrong. You know, sooner or later we're going to see what's right and what's wrong. At the end of the day, right now, how things stand, crazy, crazy. Also, people be mindful. Midterms, they know that's fast approaching, and they know the outcome is going to be dark for a lot of Republicans. So they are really, it's crazy. Like, please believe it. They are really trying to undermine that. Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean. They really try. They are trying to do it. They are trying as we speak. They are planting the seeds in people's minds, and they already got them far right wingers that believe in that goofy stuff and gonna run with it, and they good to stand on anything that's a lie, and so they're gonna perpetuate it and get it out there to the people. But please understand, like it's crazy, like real talk. It's crazy. Me personally, I really believe they gonna lose, if not both, but one of the houses. They really gonna lose one of them. They going to lose one of them. They going to because of so much is going on, so much is happening, and they want to try to stop. They want to try to shut people down from getting out there to vote. So they're going to right now, as we speak, they are doing everything in their powers to turn the tides on the midterms. Why do you think they ran up in the joint out there in Georgia? Like, come on, 20. It's already been proven. But hey, when you run in the table, like you can do and you can, yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all know what I mean. But that's, to my opinion, that's what's going to take place. That's how this whole thing going to play out. To my opinion, sad but true. Because um, yeah, look, just check it. They trying their best as we speak to do that. They're trying their best. If they don't like the outcome, if they don't like the outcome, yeah, 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 yeah. Be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared. All I'm gonna say is all those that sat on the sidelines in 2024, I would say 25. Yeah, 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 yeah. There's no time to sit on the sidelines now. You see what's happening. You see how it's playing out. If you like it, I love it. It's cool. It is what it is. It is what it is. You like it, I love it. Keep it going. Hey, what's going to be shall be. That's what it is. But just know that for the smart ones, just know that what's what's at stake and how this is looking and what is being played and what's trying to be put in play. Understand that. Understand that. Real talk. Real talk. Is there anything we can do? Vote. That's what I'm gonna say. Vote. That's what you could do. You can get out there and vote. Real talk. So, um, everybody, how was that halftime? What do y'all think about the halftime? That halftime show with Bad Bunny, that was lit. That was good. I made yeah, I watched it on two TVs. Made sure it was on two TVs to help boost the ratings. Cause yeah, and this shows you where people mentality and brains are and their feelings towards another person, race, or whatever have you. This is how far they would go just so they can have a all white halftime show. I know. I refuse to believe it was anything better than Bad Bunny's joint. I refuse to believe it. But that depends on who you asking. That depends on who you asking. Real talk. That depends on who you asking. But my opinion is that my opinion. Hold on for 1 second. Yeah, I'm about to go. Yeah, my boy Blue, he just hit me. We about to go live. So people, this is SP Hustle Hard. Like and subscribe. Please tune in. Check us out. We about to get in. We about to go in. Do our thing on the other side of this. So please stay tuned. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Please, where's the love? Where's the likes? Where's the love? Where's the love? Send the love. Hit the like button. Hit the love button. Send whatever. Yeah. Whatever you could donate, send the love, send that. We're going to get better. We're going to be here. This is not just for now. This is going to be forever. Where the love at? Please send the love. SP, hustle hard, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And we're going to keep it going. 27,000. I'm trying to reach 50,000 subscribers. And these are not bots, these are real, actual people. So please help me get there. Love. And on that note, I see you on the other side. SP, hustle hard, like and subscribe.